I've got a lot of projects coming up. Some of them are pretty simple. Some of them are going to completely change parts of the house. And then there's the garage, which I've apparently decided needs to become equal parts functional workshop and a really cool place to hang out. So today I want to show you what's coming up next. And there's a lot. Hey guys, normally we would be doing a build this week, but I've got a pretty good case of tennis elbow, and I figured spending a week off and wearing a brace would only be beneficial. So, with that in mind, I've got some cool concepts that I want to go over for upcoming builds. We've got some woodworking, we've got some organization, we've got some remodeling, and in all honesty, some stuff focused around turning the garage into this workshop that I've had kind of floating around in my head for a while now. So I want to share with you some of the concept art that I was able to come up with, and a little bit of what the roadmap looks like for, the next 17 builds or so. And then I'd love to get your feedback and see what you think and what you'd like to see built. So let's get to it. The first project is out by the road. This mailbox has definitely seen better days, and instead of just replacing the box, I want to redo this whole area. I already have the replacement mailbox picked out. The old one will come out, and I'm going to dig out an area underneath the new one and pour a small concrete pedestal for it to mount to. Then I want to clean up the landscaping around it, put down some fresh black mulch, and add some perennial plants. I haven't decided what those plants will be yet, but I want something that comes back every year, looks good for a long part of the season, and doesn't require me to babysit them constantly. Right across from that is the lamppost. I'll clean out the weeds and some of the plants that have gotten crowded, sand the post down, repaint it in a semi-gloss black, install the new light, and finish this area with the same black mulch. Neither one of these is a huge project by itself, but together I think they'll make a pretty dramatic difference when you first come up to my house. That's project number 1. Welcome to HD Workshop Company, where every project helps build something bigger. I'm Mel. Join me each week as we build Havy's dream. The next project is the deck railing. The railing itself is still usable, but the top boards are in pretty rough shape. Instead of trying to save those, I'm going to replace the top 2x4s, clean and prep the rest of the railing, and then stain everything. And I already know the color. I'm going with Sedona Red. It's the same color we used when we restored the sunroom doors. I think tying these two areas together is going to look really good. And this should be a pretty satisfying before and after, because right now you can really see how weathered that top rail has become. I've also got a couple storage projects coming. One is a custom shoe rack. I haven't completely finalized that design yet, so that one's still pretty open. But I want something built specifically for the space rather than trying to make another store-bought rack fit where it really doesn't. This one is much further along in my head. I want to build a storage system for Husky totes. The frame will be made using Unistrut, and I'm going to paint all of that black. The totes themselves will be the black Husky bins with the red lids. The idea is to give every tote its own space, so I'm not constantly unstacking 5 bins just to get to the one at the bottom. And visually, the black steel with the red lids should fit really well with where the rest of the garage is headed. This one might be one of the more interesting storage projects. I really like the idea behind the Levrack system, where the tall storage sections slide sideways and you only open the aisle where you need access. But rather than buying one for $8,000, I want to see if I can build my own version. The outside frame will be Unistrut painted black, and the actual sliding shelf sections would be built from wood and stained black. So the basic idea comes from that commercial system, but the construction and finish look would be my version of it. There are definitely some mechanical details I still need to work out on this one, like how the cabinets ride, how I keep them aligned, how much weight they can safely carry, but figuring that stuff out is probably going to be half the fun of this project. While we're on the garage door itself needs some attention too. This isn't really going to be a cosmetic project as much as a functional upgrade. I want to replace the bottom sill because there's a large gap in there, insulate the door because I do plan on adding air conditioning, replace the opener, and add a parking stoplight or a laser system so I have a consistent spot to stop when pulling into the garage. None of that is particularly flashy on its own, but if this is going to become a space I actually want to work in year-round, sealing and insulating that giant opening is pretty important. There's also a custom bedroom build out coming. This one's still in the early design stages, so I'm deliberately not locking myself into too many details yet. I do know that I will 100% be replacing that ugly false ceiling and those institutional lights. That commercial grade carpet that's on the floor has got to go, and I really want a walk-in closet down there. Right now it doesn't have much. It's nothing more than maybe somewhere you'd stick a relative that you don't particularly enjoy spending time with. I want to look at the room as a whole and figure out what can be built specifically for the space instead of just filling it with individual pieces of furniture. So that one is probably going to evolve quite a bit before construction starts. This room's another one I'm really excited about. Right now it's basically functioning as an extra bedroom. It doesn't actually have a closet or anything though. I want to turn it into an actual working studio for the channel. And I'll admit, I don't really know what I meant by studio when I first started thinking about it, but the more I worked through the design, the more I realized I need a dedicated editing station, organized storage for cameras and filming equipment, good lighting, some sound treatment, and an area where I can actually plan and work on content without everything being spread around the house. The carpet will come out. I want to replace it with a gray wood look porcelain tile. This should make the space easier to keep clean and give it more of a finished studio feel instead of a bedroom with a computer desk in it. I think this one could end up being a pretty dramatic transformation. Then we have the laundry room, and there's a lot happening in here. The flooring is going. It was last installed in maybe the early 80s, and you can definitely tell that vinyl has withstood the test of time, but it's got to go. I want to replace it with the Pergo. The existing lighting is also very bright in the least flattering way possible. It gets the job done, but it has a very institutional feel to it. I want something that's still really bright and useful, but looks like it belongs in a home. The cabinetry is going to get replaced too. And rather than just putting up a bunch of ordinary kitchen cabinets, I want to really think about what storage is useful specifically in a laundry room. Detergent, cleaning supplies, towels, laundry baskets, things that need to hang, things that need to be folded, all of that should have somewhere to go. And I absolutely want to keep a utility sink. They're dead useful. I just want one that's useful without looking like it belongs in a maintenance closet. So this will probably be one of the larger interior remodels. The master bathroom is also getting a set of sliding barn doors. And I don't want to buy finished doors to hang them. I actually want to build the doors themselves. I haven't settled on the exact style yet, so that'll be another design we work through before the build starts. And then there's this area of the yard. I want to build a tool shed here from the ground up. Right now I'm thinking roughly 10 feet wide by 12 feet deep. It'll have a single slope roof, so the high point will be at the back and it'll slope towards the front. The siding will also match the siding on the house, so it doesn't look like some random building that was dropped in the backyard. On the front I want a metal roll-up door and a concrete ramp so I can drive the lawnmower straight in. I also want triangle windows up high on each side so natural light can come in, and the roof will carry 6 400-watt solar panels. Because I don't want to run power out there, I think this will be the way to go to at least charge our batteries for our yard tools and get our lighting, and I'm probably going to add some form of ventilation. This is obviously going to be a much bigger project than building another cart in the garage. We're talking foundation, framing, roof, siding, electrical, and solar. There's a lot there. I can easily see this being several videos. And that brings us to the biggest group of projects. The garage. The whole purpose of the tool shed is to get all of our yard tools out of the garage to make space. Everything I'm about to show you is really part of one larger plan, to turn this into a functional workshop without losing the fact that it's still a garage. First is the lighting. I want a custom LED layout that gives me a ton of usable light over the working area, but also makes the garage look finished. So instead of just throwing up a few shop lights, I want the lighting itself to become part of the design. Then the concrete floor gets completely transformed. I want it to be predominantly black with some orange and teal worked into it. Not giant stripes or a logo across the floor, more like veins and movement through the black. Something that picks up the channel colors without turning the garage into a theme park. I really like where this concept is going. Near the garage door on the left wall, I want a small planning station. The table will only be around 3 feet wide. It'll be black and tall enough that a chair can completely roll underneath it. I also want some storage built into the sides. This isn't supposed to be another giant workbench. It's where I can sit down with plans, measurements, cut lists, a laptop, or whatever I need before I start making sawdust. On the opposite wall, I want to make 3 matching mobile machine stations. Each one will have roughly a 2 foot by 2 foot footprint. The drill press station will only be a few inches tall because the machine itself is already tall. The jigsaw and planer stations will be roughly workbench height. And all 3 will be on red casters to match our ultimate miter saw cart. That gives each tool its own dedicated home, but I can still pull one into the middle of the garage when I need working room. But I want a few black floating shelves, some useful storage, but also somewhere to display a few things so every wall doesn't just become another tool rack. We also need room for our tote bin rack and our hanging sliding shelves. I also want to add a mini split. If I'm going to spend hours out here working in the middle of summer or winter, being able to actually control the temperature would make a huge difference, especially once the garage door is insulated and sealed better. And then there's this wall. This project serves absolutely no practical purpose whatsoever, which is probably why I'm so excited about it. I want to build a large, old-school truck for the back wall, but I don't want it to be a painted picture of a truck. The idea is to build the image out of individual pieces of wood and use different tones. Some pieces will only be lightly burned, others will be darker, and some will be deeply charred. The grain direction, individual board shapes, and different burn depths are what will actually create the picture. The only real color I want in the entire thing is the wheels. Those will use a deep red burn wood look you see in some Shou Sugi Ban art. So from a distance you see an old truck, but when you get closer you realize the entire thing's built out of individual pieces of charred wood. I have no idea how many pieces this is eventually going to take. I'm not even sure if I can do this, quite frankly. But I think if I can pull it off, this could be one of the coolest things in the whole workshop. And of course, the miter saw cart we already built becomes part of this layout too. That's actually one of the reasons I like doing these mock-ups. I can start seeing how things we've already built fit together with everything that's coming next. So that's the list. Mailbox, lamppost, deck, shoe rack, tote storage, sliding garage storage, garage door, bedroom, studio, laundry room, barn doors, tool shed, lighting, floor, planting station, mobile tool stations, floating shelves, and a giant burned wood truck. But now I want to know what you guys think. Out of everything I showed you today, which project are you most interested in seeing? And is there one you think I should move towards the front of the list? Let me know down in the comments. So the elbow's feeling a lot better. I'm really looking forward to getting started tomorrow on the mailbox and the lamppost. Hopefully you guys are as well. Thanks for spending some time with me, and I'll see you on the next one.